Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. This session focuses on language in the domains of politics, law, and government in Pakistan. I hope and expect by the end of this session, you would have an understanding of the dynamics of the use of language in the selected domains. Well, my dear students, English has dominated the political and official landscape of Pakistan as in other developing countries of the world, and especially as in the other developing countries of South Asia. When it comes to the domain of government, actually the language of the domain of government is English. It is also the language of law and the language of politics. Focusing on the use and usage of English as a language of government, what I would say is, when it comes to the everyday usage at higher levels of government for different official purposes, for official documentation, for formal meetings, and for carrying out other formal processes of government, for instance, for policy making, etc., it is English language that is used as a tool. When it comes to its use in the domain of law, I hope you already know how it is used here. But just to add a bit more to that, I would say, because of the colonial heritage and because the whole legal system in Pakistan is, imported from the colonial, setup and the experience that we had in the subcontinent, English language is the basis of, all the legal processes. All the availability of legal documents, the legal policy making processes, they all take place in English. The process is so strong in itself that, even the laws that are related to the masses and their everyday lives, they are not available in Urdu language. When it comes to politics, again, English plays a very important role. Well, I would make it clear at the outset that when it comes to public interaction, with reference to politics, for that purpose, of course, English is not used because the politicians, for instance, know that the masses are not well versed in English. So for that purpose, generally Urdu, that is a sign of national, integrity, that is used. Or sometimes some local language or variety is used. But when it comes to the ideas or the political ideas, or the play of, I would say, power in politics, English language is used as a tool. There are certain political factors that are associated with English. So in comparison to Urdu, it is considered to be the language of power, and it is used to propagate for certain political purposes in the political campaigns as well. Every new government that takes its office, soon after taking up the office, it announces that its policies of teaching English would be provided to all the people, and there would be, an easy access to English for the masses, and equality of, opportunity in terms of learning English would be provided to all the people. However, all these decisions that are made, they are politically motivated decisions, and, till date, it has not happened in practicality. Implementations of the efforts, they always fall short, and they fall short of the supposedly democratic intent of the policy, and they are just used for the political purposes. The official rhetoric of providing equal opportunities for learning of English just remain as a matter of rhetoric, and they do not match the objectives of education policy in Pakistan. And, alongside this, the education policy of Pakistan has its own issues and problems. It has its own confusions that need to be removed. And every government that takes charge, it only resolves them on the interim basis and no long-term decisions are taken for that. Overall, to conclude this, what I would say is that English language in Pakistan has proved to be more a weapon of linguistic imperialism and less of a tool of empowerment and development of masses.